Hello Milwaukee biker fans, it's Rob here from Milwaukee Bikers, and it's almost springtime out here. It's kind of a pretty day. In Wisconsin, April sometimes isn't the best, but it's actually pretty nice out. Well, hey, I got to give you guys a video. So here's my video. I'm going to tell you about the top 10 things that I love about my 2019 Street Glide Special. Stay tuned. Okay, so why am I thinking about this today? I gotta tell you, it's been a couple of months here since we've been riding here in Wisconsin, and I'm obviously got the itch for a little motorcycling, but I've had to ride Donna's bike because Frigga, my bike, is about to be traded in. It's happening. I've got the bike on order. The new one's coming. Can't wait to show it to you. It's going to be a few weeks, but right now my current motorcycle is going to be traded, so I can't really put a lot of miles on it. I'm trying to keep it for the next person. And so been thinking about, okay, why do I love this motorcycle? Because, you know, all of us have a motorcycle and fall in love with the thing, and I really love this bike. And so I got my 10 reasons why. So here's my 10 reasons. Reason number one, here you go, I had to write it all down here. Reason number one, the beautiful paint job. I mean, God. The first time I laid eyes on this, so this was back in 2018, because they used to launch the 2019 stuff in the middle of the summer and the summer before. So 2018, I walk into this place that they have at Juneau Avenue where they keep all the bikes that are going to go out to the dealer show. Well, my bike with this paint job, not my specific bike, but a Street Glide with this paint job, was sitting in that spot ready to go to dealer show, and I looked at it and I was instantly smitten. Instantly. I love this motorcycle. It was it's not super, well, it's pretty rare. It's a pretty rare paint job, and it's this two-tone silver flux black fuse, and you guys can see it here. I just love the paint. I just can't talk enough about it. And honestly, that's the biggest reason why I haven't gotten a new bike since, because this paint, in my estimation, is better than the other paint that was offered. But there's some new stuff coming, so that's the reason why I'm like, I gotta get the new one. All right, thing number two. This is something I did after the fact, which was the Rockford Fosgate Stage 2 boom audio system. 400 watts per channel. I got 200 up front, 200 out back, and man, this thing thumps, and I love it. I'm a big music fan. Love listening to loud music, and on the bike it's just awesome. I love it. And one of the things that I required was, when I get to the next bike, I can't go backwards on the audio. Gotta get at least the same thing I had before. All right, now thing number three, LED headlight and tail lights. So, you know, I've got the custom dynamic turn signals and bullet tail lights in the bike right now, because I bought them before Harley had their LED turn signals out. And I have the Harley-Davidson DayMaker lamp, which is something that was around for a long time, even before Rushmore. And so when they did Rushmore and the 2014 touring bikes, you know, the Street Glides came out first, and then the Road Glides came out the year after in 2015 or 2016. And they kind of fashioned the headlamp from the Road Glide, which everyone loved, after this one that was on the Street Glide. And I love this headlamp. It works fantastic. And then the LED taillights, it just makes me feel a little safer having something bright out back, so I know for sure people can see me. All right, thing number four, the power of the 114. Man, this motor is just stellar. I love the motor on this bike. lots of torque. You know, it's not the fastest thing that's out there, but I love it. It's perfect for me and for this bike. And, you know, anytime you're out and you're touring, right, taking long miles, the bike just does it. Doesn't even hesitate, doesn't think about it, it just goes. And, you know, passing when you're going 75 miles an hour, you can zip up to 90 in a heartbeat and you're around whoever it is that you're going around. The bike's good. It's a great, powerful motor. Love the thing. All right, thing number 5. The overall performance of the motorcycle despite its weight. Now, this is something that's interesting. I always hear people talk about Harley and they're like, yeah, I'd love to get a touring bike, but it's kind of a big, heavy motorcycle. Well, I have to tell you, once you get used to it, it's not so bad. It's actually a great around town bike. I never get off my bike after riding around town and go, whew, that was a workout. No, I mean, the thing, you get used to it. You get used to riding around a bike like this, and it's fantastic because it just soaks up the bumps. The bike's got plenty of power, so it's not like it's going slow because it's big. And the brakes are just fantastic on it too. So you stop fast, you go fast. It does everything you'd hope that it would do. And you know what? It's funny. You watch these guys on the King of the Baggers, man, they just rip it. And they're on baggers. I'm watching them ride these bikes like they're super bikes. And I'm like, I don't know how these guys do it, but they're amazing. Obviously, I don't ride my bike like that. But anyhow, the bike performs great. Even though some people will say, hey, that's a big, heavy bike. Actually, once you get used to it, it's fantastic. And part of the reason why it's so fantastic is because it is, number 6, comfortable on a long ride. So comfortable. So this bike, I mean, I got it set up right now in round town mode, and but you could easily just drop the pillion on there, put some luggage on the back, and go for 3 days, and it'll do either. It is such an amazing motorcycle that you can do that kind of a thing with it. I love it. It's very comfortable on a long ride. Overall, the design of the bike, this is number 7. The overall design of the bike, my goodness, it's just beautiful. Look at it. Oh. You know, I know I work for Harley, so I got a little bias here, but the shapes and the proportions and the way the bike is put together on the whole just makes sense. I look at some other bikes and I'm like, the wheels look like they're just a little bit too small, or the spot underneath the seat is just a little bit off, or the tank is just a little bit too high, or the fairing just looks a little bit off. There's just little things like that this bike is perfectly proportioned. It looks exactly like what you would hope it would look like. There's nothing weird about it. Everything's just chef's kiss. All right. Number 8, embedded navigation. You know, I am a huge Apple CarPlay fan, and I use Apple CarPlay all the time in my car. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But when I'm on the motorcycle, the nav on the bike is actually better than the navigation on. You guys are gonna call me out on this, but I like it better than what's on CarPlay. I think that CarPlay on the bike is kind of a compromise, and when you have people that are designing the motorcycles, that are motorcycle riders, designing the navigation system, they do it well. And man, the nav on this bike is fantastic, and that's the only navigation I use. And it gives you all this trip information, so like it knows that you're on a motorcycle, whereas your Apple CarPlay has no clue. It works great. All right, number 9, the exhaust. Oh, the exhaust. Okay, so I have a live wire. I love the live wire, it's so fast. But I gotta tell you guys, there's something about being able to rev the engine and hear that throaty exhaust. And you know, it's helped a little bit on my bike because I got the heavy breather intake, so it's taking bigger breaths, so it's letting out more exhaust. But whew, I tell you, I love the exhaust on my bike. I have the Cobra Race Pros slip-ons with stock headers, and that's it. And it sounds so good, so good. I love the way that my bike sounds. And actually, when I bought them, I'm like, okay, I want my bike to sound like a 69 Camaro. And then I went out and I bought a 2017 Camaro, which, yeah, there it is right there. And it has that fancy exhaust from Chevy that lets part of the exhaust be unmuffled. And now it's like, I think I want it to sound like a 2017 Camaro. Which it kind of does. It sounds so good. Absolutely love it. All right, number 10, and this is the sad one. I love my bike because of all the adventures we've been on. I tell you, I've ridden this thing all over the US. I've been down south, I've been out west, been out north, been out to Boston. I've been all over on it, and I love this bike. It has been so sturdy, so trustworthy, just super reliable. I get the 5,000 mile service done every 5,000 miles, but this bike has just been an amazing bike for me ever since I got it back in 2019. Man, I love this thing, and I'm gonna be sad to see it go. You know, when you love your motorcycle, this is kind of silly. It's kind of like having a girlfriend, right? Now, the difference between a girlfriend and a wife. Wives are forever, but girlfriends are not, okay? So it's kind of like having a girlfriend, and you're sad to see her go, but you know, the next girlfriend, she's always just a little bit better. I know that sounds awful. We'll see if that even makes the video or not. I cannot wait to get my new bike, and here in a couple weeks I'm going to share with you the top 10 things I love about the new bike and do a little comparison for you, because the new one is a step up basically everywhere on the bike. Can't wait until I can share it with you guys. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Go out there, take a look at the other videos that I got out there online. You'll see some of the new stuff that I'm putting out there. Just dropped a new trailer the other day, and I got more adventures coming this summer, so looking forward to that. Take care, you guys.